Hello, Sagittarius. What is the deal? I do appreciate you tuning in with me. This is going to be your predictive reading for this week of the 11th through the 18th of August, 2025. God has blessed this reading for us. Thank you, Heavenly Father. If you want to book a personal with me, information is beneath this video. And I'm waiting for you. Alright, let's make this happen. I'm going back to my original style of love, career, and financial reading. So let's get right into that. In your recent past for love, you got the 9 of Swords. Oh boy, it was stressful. In your current, you have the King of Cups. So even though you might not totally be over it, you're acting like you are. So, you know, sometimes we gotta fake it till we make it. I get it. In your, in your upcoming, we have the 3 of Swords. So, yeah. Oof. All right. Knight of Swords. You could be definitely dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I'm thinking more so it's the air sign. But yeah, this, and I don't know if it's you or if it's whoever you're dealing with. And this is love, so it could be romance or it could be a friend or whatever. But this is somebody, you or them, who is really petty, who always has to have the last word, who likes to actually argue. Some people actually, they get off on arguing. It like excites them. This is somebody who is I don't really love the Knight of Swords, to be honest, just because he is very argumentative. He just won't let lying dogs lie. You know, sleeping dogs sleep. He just has to, he keeps it going. And it's like one of those, just like, shut the fuck up already. You know what I mean? But he won't. He'll keep talking because he wants to get under your skin. He wants to bother you. He wants to irritate you, and he does it very successfully. But at the same, on the other end, you kind of, I don't really like the Knight of Swords, but if I want somebody on my team to kind of go to bat for me, it will be this guy, because he's relentless. He don't stop. He don't stop until somebody says, fuck it, I'm done. Here, you win. And even then, he'll kick you one more time. So if you want somebody who's really going to take it all the way there, this is the guy. So with the 9 of Swords in your recent past, I feel like, yeah, this is something just really stressful. It's been on your mind. It's been in your heart, and not in the positive way. It's been very negative focused and filled. Probably something really toxic, something that is just annoying. It's bothersome to the mind and the spirit. It's like, oh, why is this all I can think about? There is some positivity within there, but I think the negativity, is definitely overcoming what's real. And sometimes, you know, it's just a headache. It's just, you know, because it's love, especially if you're married or in a relationship, it's that, you know, you're with this person. So it's not about leaving, it's about working it out. But if you're dealing with somebody who don't communicate well or just always wants to fight, it is stressful, because it's like, I'm trying to reach some kind of, you know, middle ground here, some kind of compromise, and you just don't see it that way. So yeah, it's hectic. You got the King of Cups though. This could be a counselor. If it's not you and your energy, it could be somebody that you're going to who is very emotionally in depth. You don't know much about this King of Cups, but you know you could trust him. He doesn't share, but he listens. Whatever you want to tell him, your deepest, darkest secrets, he will be there, and he will never repeat it to anybody. So you could definitely trust him. I like to think of him as like the world's best poker player, because whether his cards are strong or they're weak, you won't know. So he usually wins his hands. He usually wins the game because you just cannot read him. But you can also know that if there's anything that you truly need, he's going to have your back. He's going to be like, give you the wisest advice. He's going to come from a place of love and understanding and patience. So whether this is you or somebody you're dealing with, I feel like I was saying earlier, if it's you, you might be on this fake it till I make it. You're not going to know I'm stressed. You're going to know that, you know, I'm doing good as far as you can tell. You know what I mean? So it's that really keeping your emotional energy in check, not letting yourself slide either way, but just being like right there, solid in the middle. Now the Three of Swords upcoming is like, but I can only fake it for so long. You know what I mean? Before you start crying, because whatever this is, it's painful. It's something that you've been through before. Maybe it's something that you are going through consistently. And so it's like, you know, around certain people, you got to put on like everything is cool, everything is fine. But then behind closed doors or at home, you're crying your eyes out because this has been something that hurt you once, something that hurt you twice. And this week, it'll be something that, you know, unfortunately hurts you for a third time. But, you know, after this, it's not going to hurt you anymore because you're either going to realize it's a pattern and make a change, or you're going to realize it's a pattern and be able to prepare better for it because you know it's coming. You know it is what it is, so you don't have to keep letting it affect you in certain ways. Now, for your career, we have the Five of Pentacles in your recent past. We've got the High Priestess, in your current for the week. And then upcoming, we've got the Page of Swords. Oh boy. Well, you know, perhaps there's some particular project, or maybe it's financial, where you're just wanting more. And the thing is, you do have access to more. It's just, are you seeing the glass half full, or are you seeing it half empty? And I feel like maybe you were seeing it half empty. You know, she's feeling dejected and sad because she's like, oh my gosh, I'm locked out of the storehouse and I need everything that's in there, crying and all that. But like, babe, the key is right there. Lift up your head, take the key, unlock the door, take what you need. It's all right there for you. So that kind of energy where, you know, maybe because love and all that is kind of stressing you, you're not really at your highest wits when it comes to career. And, you know, that happens. It's understandable. Everybody's been there, so nobody's really going to blame you. But it's, you know, that has a time limit. You can only be like that for so long. You got the High Priestess here in your career. So it's like, you know, trust your instincts, trust your intuition, because you're going to have some real powerful, like, spiritual experiences this week when it comes to career. You're going to be getting a lot of downloads. You're going to be seeing a lot of things that people aren't. So don't think that you're tripping. Some of it you might want to keep to yourself. Keep it a mystery. Whatever you're getting, you don't got to share. Just let it be something that you know for you and use it to your advantage. Because the High Priestess is, she seeks the answers and she gets them. And they're true and they're, you know, dependable. Thing is, sometimes when you try to share that truth with people, they aren't where you are, Sagittarius, so they don't understand it the way that you do. So this week, when it comes to your career, synchronicities, nudges, coincidences, quote unquote, pay attention to those things because they'll be guiding you, speaking to you, and you'll be able to use it for your benefit. Page of Swords is coming in, so some information is coming. Going to have you walking on a tightrope. It might be coming from this High Priestess. You're going to have to really kind of maybe do some research and study and really figure out, what does this all mean? You know, it could be something that's communicated to you, but it comes across in a way that's not very clear. Take your time, research it, try to figure out what could this mean, because it does make sense, but you sometimes just have to dig a little deeper for the meaning. But it's there. And again, maybe keep it to yourself when it comes to career. Now, your finances. This is nice. You got the Two of Cups in your recent past. Current, you've got the Ten of Swords. Oh boy. And then in your upcoming, we've got the Page of Wands, which is you and your energy. So it's kind of, yeah, you know, yeah. This week might not be one of your easiest weeks, let's be honest. But, you know, we all have been there and had that. With the Two of Cups, so I feel like you found some kind of partnership financially where you get 50%, they get 50%, and you guys are in it together, right? You're both pouring into the same accounts, to the same investments. It's like you in this situation, or you and this person, you've agreed that this is what we're going to do from the heart, in truth and in honesty. And you know what? It probably, you know, will have some kind of productivity because there's a genuine mutual agreement that we're in this together. So Two of Cups usually represents soulmates and true love and partnerships and unions that are very successful because both parties are very interested, very committed, and so for those reasons it works. Now you do have the Ten of Swords, which is some kind of betrayal, some kind of, you know, painful ending you won't be seeing coming. I don't know if it's from this Two of Cups though. I think that might be okay. This Ten of Swords might be coming from someplace else where it's like, wait, what? So what's interesting, you got the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Swords here. So it may be all connected to this love situation. Maybe whoever this is steals from you, or they take some money from one of your accounts, or they take something that is valuable to you and they sell it, or something that you're just like, what the fuck? That was mine. What? You know, and it causes a lot of pain, and it causes a loss too. And like I say, it'll be done kind of behind your back. But the thing is, with the Ten of Swords, the best part about that card is that it's over. It won't ever happen again. Whatever this Ten of Swords brings, that's the finale. It's a completion. It happened then, and that's over with. Not ever again. So yeah, it might be painful. You might not get it back, or you might get it back, but that was it. It's kind of like a one and done situation. The Page of Wands is coming in like, okay, forget all that extra that was going on. This Page of Wands is bringing you something exciting. You know, you might have to travel for it. It might be some kind of financial invitation for you to, you know, restore whatever was stolen or lost from you, but it'll get you excited again about your finances. You know, love, career, and all that might have whatever it is, but this Page of Wands is actually bringing you some good news. Like, hey, Sagittarius, I know things might have been kind of icky financially, but here's this opportunity, this perhaps investment that you won't even have to invest a lot, but the return will be instant, and it'll be an increase more than what you gave, right? So something like that, where you'll be getting some kind of news of. So do your research, but I think it'll be a blessing for you. That is what I have for you, my darlings. Yeah, I hope it blesses you. Like, subscribe, share. I'll talk with you soon.